Hi and welcome back to the channel. Today I'll be showing you how I changed the cabin air filter on my 2021 Tesla Model Y. After 10,000 miles of driving, I began to notice a strange smell coming from the AC system, so I decided to clean the evaporator and replace my cabin air filters. I purchased a Kool-It foam cleaner to get rid of that moldy mildew smell, and I chose to upgrade my air filters to aftermarket HEPA filters. Links are in the description below. The 2021 Model Y actually has two cabin filters stacked side by side, which you'll have to access from the front passenger footwell. These were a little more difficult to access than what I'm used to, which you'll soon see here. Before you begin, you'll want to remove the front passenger side floor mat, so I took the opportunity to vacuum it before taking it out. Next, remove the floor mat so you can access the panel on the left side of the front passenger footwell. Then, I used a plastic pry tool to carefully remove the panel. My new filters actually came with a pry tool in the box, so I used the one provided. You'll want to gently pry the panel off by popping the clips out with the pry tool, starting at the top of the panel and working your way around. If this is your first time doing this, it might take you a few more minutes and a little more force than you think to pull this panel out, but it does come out eventually. Here's what it looks like with the panel off. Next, I remove the panel underneath the glove box because the cabin filter door is all the way on the upper back left corner of the passenger footwell. To do this, you'll have to remove 4 push grommets using a pry tool, and then you can pull the panel down. Then, you'll have to remove a single screw holding the filter door in place. Once you have the filter door off, make a note of the arrow on the filter indicating the direction of airflow. You'll need that later. And yes, I actually forgot to look, but thankfully I took a picture of it for this video. Then you'll also see a pull tab that you can use to pull the first filter out. Yes, the Model Y actually has 2 cabin air filters stacked one on top of the other. After you pull the first filter out, you'll see the tab on the second filter below it. You'll have to use this tab to pull the second filter up and out of the same opening. Here's what the filters look like after 10,000 miles of driving. As you can see, they definitely did their job, preventing lots of dirt and debris from entering the cabin. There were even a couple of bugs that made their way to the filter. For comparison, here's a picture of the new filters that I was about to install. Once you have the filters out, you'll want to spray the evaporator cleaner into that large open space where the filters sat. Before you do that, you may want to put some sort of catch basin underneath your car to catch the liquid as it drains from the system. Then, before you press that button on the Kool-It can, make sure you have the hose inside the area where the filters were, because this stuff does come out pretty quickly. Here's what the foam looks like once it fills the system. Let the foam sit and drain for 15 minutes, and then run the HVAC system at the lowest fan setting for 5 minutes. Also, one thing to note, I kinda had to guess where the liquid would drain, and it even drained a little off to the side of where I had the drain pan, so I ended up putting some paper towels down to catch the rest of the liquid. Once the system is completely drained, install the new cabin filters. Make sure you install them with the airflow direction arrows pointing in the correct direction, which you should have noted before taking the old filters out. Install the filters, one on top of the other, with the tab facing up and out, just like the old filters that you took out earlier. After you insert the first filter, allow it to fall down into the hole, keeping the tab up and out, letting you install the second filter on top of it, keeping the tab accessible for the next filter change. Once the new filters are in, you'll have to put everything back together. First, install the filter door and the single screw on the bottom. Next, reinstall the panel underneath the glove box, and insert the 4 push grommets back into their places. Then, once that panel's back in, you'll need to reinstall the other panel on the left side of the front passenger footwell by aligning all the clips and snapping them back into place. Finally, put the floor mat back, and then you're done. So, what do you think? Let me know in the comments below if this is something you do yourself or if you'd rather pay someone to do it. And if you like this video, be sure to like and subscribe. Until next time, this is Bri the Tesla Guy.